All right. Hello. Hello out there. This is Aaron. It is noon on Tuesday, July, what are we today? The 21st. Oh my gosh. It's been officially summer in the Northern Hemisphere for a month already. How you doing? Coming at you live from Singapore, coming from my office, my home office. Here for the next hour to talk and discuss and answer questions about Solace. Actually, I don't know. Maybe this week might be a little bit different. You know, I've been doing this this office hours for about 4 or 5 weeks now, and you know the number. I kind of go through the community. I look at questions, but a lot of people on Twitch do live coding, live stream coding, and I actually am working on some code right now. And so maybe instead of answering questions, I'm going to do some coding. We'll see. I don't know. We're gonna put it out there. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Slack. Come say hi. Come post up on Solace community if you're out there. If you have a question you want me to answer here live on air. I'm just gonna quickly take a second and shut down a few things. I don't need open because I didn't actually prep my computer before I started this. So there's a bunch of random stuff running in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna close all that. I can't close that. Anyway, so I hope I don't know if the frame rates are being dropped. My CPU is maxed out already. CPU is maxed out, so we'll see just how good the audio and video quality is when I look at this stream later on. So come say hi, come over to Solace community. Head over to, tweet me if you want, at Solace Devs. Happy to keep an eye on that. Just gonna quickly load that up. Twitter. Twitter, yeah. Check that out, twitter.com at Solace Devs. Hit me up there, post a question, or yeah, come say hi. Okay. So tell you what, quickly, what's coming up this week? So as always, Wednesdays we're doing a live stream. This week, tomorrow, it is going to be my colleagues Tamimi and Jesse, both members of the CTO team. Tamimi is a developer advocate. Jesse is working in the architecture group, and they are going to be demoing our Boomi connectors and our Boomi integration story. So Boomi, Dell Boomi, if you don't know, is an integrated platform as a service, iPaaS. And we're partnered with them. They're pretty, they make some pretty neat technology, allowing you to easily connect pretty much anything you want. You know, they have dozens, hundreds maybe of connectors that, to allow different software, different SaaS offerings to interoperate, to integrate, and to kind of like allow you to easily talk to Salesforce or an SAP or whatever you want. So they are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, which is, let me pull up the times here. Switch over to desktop view. There we go. Drink my coffee. I just noticed that my camera flipped. Look left, look right. I wonder if this is a mirror. Yeah, this is on mirror. Maybe I was doing my makeup or something before. All right, so solace.com/events is where you go to find out all about the upcoming events. And it should be right at the top around here. There we go. Event enabling your iHeartbeat using IoT, using Boomi iPaaS. So these guys are going to be basically doing a live session. And we're going to have a guest from Boomi. That's awesome. Tommy Conway from Boomi is going to come and to do that. So set your calendars. We're going to be streaming it on YouTube and Twitch. So if you're already on Twitch, you should get a notification of that. We'll be streaming it on YouTube. And it looks like it's going to be 10 p.m. to midnight Singapore time tomorrow. So I might be out that time, but if you're in, if you don't mind staying up, if you're in my Asia Pacific time zones, it'll be in the evening for that. So that's pretty cool. Week after, next Wednesday, the 29th, I'm going to be doing a live hands-on workshop for using our Kafka connectors to integrate Kafka broker with the Solace broker. I did a live stream of this just a couple weeks ago, and this one is going to be more of a hands-on. You kind of have to sign up for it. It uses Microsoft Teams, hopefully a little bit more interaction rather than just a broadcast style. But I'm building a Google Code Lab for that, and we're going to be walking through that all together. Yeah, so as some of you may know, I've talked about this repeatedly on this broadcast. codelabs.solace.dev is where you'll find all of our new Code Lab tutorials. This list grows every week. Every week I come here, there's something new in here. So if you want some kind of self-guided tutorial using Solace and integrating with lots of different stuff, check this out. This is the one that I did, how to event enable your REST architecture using the Solace micro gateway feature. If you want a quick and easy way of seeing how to integrate REST apps with Solace, that is where to start. We did a Battleship. Tamimi did a Battleship Code Lab just recently. But I believe this is what we're going to be doing, July 6th. Maybe that's it? I'm not sure. Anyway, the boys tomorrow are going to be doing this thing, and next Wednesday I'm going to be doing a Kafka one. So stay tuned for that. Should be good. Hey, so if you're not on Solace community, please go over there and sign up. If you want to see kind of some of the moderators and the people that post there a lot, and a few community members have introduced themselves, check out this thread that, oh yeah, I'm the last one. So my colleague Trish here was started this thread to just say hello, so you can see who some of the people are, some of the people that work in my team. So Trish is part of the developer relations team here at Solace. And yeah, name or handle. Most people go by their real name. I actually put in my handles from my old coding days. So this got a laugh out of some people. So yeah, Zeus. People used to call me Zeus because I used to grow my beard during exams. So I kind of stopped shaving during exams in university. So yeah, I kind of got Zeus. SLH was like a high school hacker name that I used. King Influx I've used on and off over the years. So yeah, back in the day, BBSing. I don't know, how many people out there remember pre-internet. We had built bulletin board systems back in Canada and the U.S. Early 90s kind of time frame. You dial it up with your modem and interact with people, Fido mail, that kind of stuff. And I never really coded that much back in the day in terms of PC demo scene, but used to watch a lot of it. I had friends that actually had a demo group. Crop Productions. If you're an old school North American demo scene person, you might have heard of Crop Productions. They were friends of mine from high school. So yeah. Anyway, that's who I am. So anyway, all right, come say hi on community. Come post up. Come say hi on Twitter. I'm just gonna try and keep an eye on this. Or obviously hit me up in the chat on Twitch there. Just gonna keep bouncing around. Hey, I got a question here. Hey, you look like you're coming off a semi-hard bender. Yes. Well, I actually, my hair was looking more normal this morning. I was like, that's too boring. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. There's my aircon. See, my aircon's there. No, I feel fresh. Zero alcohol. Feeling good. Got a good sleep. I just put a little hairspray in my hair to make it look a little more exciting. So yeah, thanks for that. What is that? Caribbean. All right. Well, thanks. I'm feeling good. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna show you some of the code that I am working on. Basically, making this little demo for some guys in our team. They want to be able to. We're doing a GPS publishing kind of thing. So I started on this demo, 6 months ago, a year ago. Basically, I wanted to have like a little dots on a map demo. It was basically a very simple version of my bus demo where you have, a Google Maps and you have buses or dots driving around. I don't know. Let's let me quickly throw that up. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, you know what? I forgot that I just killed it because I changed the password on this. So we're going to just do a little fixing together. So this is my bus demo, and there's no buses right now because the Solace client username that I was using for this guy, I just disabled. So I need to go and actually fix that. So Let's do that together. Come say hi. Come post up a question. Ask me a question. Anything about Solace, anything about monitoring, anything about best practices. Rather than going through the Solace community and just answering questions in there, for now, I'm actually just going to keep working on a bit of Solace stuff that I'm doing. So if you have a question, come say hello. And I'm happy to answer anything. So if you haven't seen this, by the way, this is Solace Cloud. This is what Solace Cloud looks like. These are all the different brokers that we have running in my particular group. This is the CTO group. You can fire up, basically creating a new broker here. Just hit the plus, choose your cloud, and off you go. Now I need to go and manage this broker. There we go. So what I did was the client username that the default one that Solace Cloud creates for you, I just recently shut it down. And I guess that my bus publisher was using that because it has stopped publishing. So that's not very good. Bring up a new terminal here. Log into the lab. Wrong lab, not London. I want to log into Singapore lab. Singapore lab. Let's go and check. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. We're going to check my bus demo that probably is broken at this point. So tail, bus, GPS out. Yeah, it's stuck. It's in a reconnecting loop. That's what I thought, because there are no buses. So we're going to have to make a new bus thing. If I cat this, you'll see my old password. But since I've killed it, it doesn't really matter. So blah, 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 blah. Here's where it connects and publishes into the VPN. Oh, this is an old one. That's not the right one. Run gps.sh. That's the right one. Okay. I'm going to go and make a new client username for that. Now, do I want to do this live on air? I'm not sure. I don't think I do. I don't think I want to do that. So I am just going to temporarily access control, client usernames. Take a look here. Tell you what, just temporarily, I'm just going to put this here for a second. And I'm going to make a new client username called bus pub. And that's what we're going to use. All right. Just setting up my ACL profile for this guy. There we go. Click apply, create that username, double check the ACL profile. ACL profiles are used to essentially allow, what topics a user is allowed to publish on or subscribe to. You can see here that this particular bus publisher, or this profile here called bus sub, is allowed to subscribe on the topic geo bus. So it can't, if you connect with this particular username, you can't actually subscribe with to a different topic, right? So it has to, the topic you subscribe to has to start with geo/bus/ blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to add a publish exception of the same geo bus/ greater than, create that. There we go. So now this can be used for either a publisher or a subscriber, which will come in handy. So let us now go back to this thing, and I'm going to temporarily move this off screen while I update this thing. Run GPS dot my shell script. Dun, 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 dun. right, what did we say it was? Bus pub. Bus pub. Bus pub. All right. Okay, so now grep -I GPS. We got to stop the original one. Kill him. You're dead. And now run GPS. Go. There we go. That is started. Tail.f. Bus GPS.out. Nope. Oh, we need some other topics. Damn it. I forgot that my GPS publisher also subscribes to special topics for communication and control. So let's go ahead and just add that. So subscribe to topics. We're going to add a few more exceptions here. Comms, create. Add another one, control/create. Beauty. And now let's try restarting this guy. Is it still running? Kill that guy. And restart. Boom. It is now publishing away. 753 buses. That's how many buses I have, fake buses, driving around Singapore here on my bus demo. So go here, refresh. Oh, still no buses. Okay, why not? Maybe I have a feeling I know why. Yes, look at this. My map can't connect either. Gee whiz. So my map is using the wrong username and password as well. This is what happens when you... All right, so now I need to modify. Okay, let's be Aaron. Go into my etc nginx www bus. So this is my one giant index file. If anybody's ever seen my bus demo, it's like a one-stop shop. JavaScript, HTML, CSS, all in one giant ass page. And it subscribes to the buses. It draws the shapes. It draws the dots. You can draw circles and squares and rectangles and polygons to define filtered area. All of this is in here. So this is a total mashup of the Google Maps API, JavaScript API, and the Solace JavaScript API. And it's a giant, I wouldn't call this a hack, but this grew organically, and I don't really know much about JavaScript programming. So apologies if anybody out there is actually a JavaScript coder and looking at this in horror. I literally just kind of hacked this together. So let's look for Solace code. Down here is where I'm going to define the, where is the usernames? Here we are. Yeah, see, it's using the old, why is it using this stuff? Okay, so let's quickly hide this. That's another way to do it rather than moving things around. I'm just going to temporarily show my whiteboard there while I update these things here. So stand by. Bus pub. No, this is going to be bus sub. How about bus sub? Bus sub. Password. Super password. Save that. Give a refresh on the old bus demo here. Please work. Getting closer. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's just turn off this whiteboard. I'll show you what happened. I don't know if you can read that. But we essentially, it did actually connect. So changing the username and password was correct. But you can see here that I'm trying to add a subscription to Geo Star. So rather than Geo Bus, I'm adding a subscription to Geo Star, which is actually violating my ACL that I defined. See, publish ACL. Oh, publish ACL. All right. What am I trying to publish on? I know, it's the topic, it's the, this is too much futzing around. Futzing around. quickly check Solace community, see if anybody's posted anything recently. I'm hot. I'm gonna turn this up. I'm drinking coffee here. Get me all wired up. See if there's any issues, any new ones. AMQP. All right, someone wants to use AMQP. That's great. Spring Solace. Well, if you want to use Solace stuff, you're not going to be using AMQP. AMQP is an open protocol, so you're going to have to go find Spring Cloud stuff for AMQP. Yeah. I'm assuming. Yeah, you have to use the Solace JMS libraries, not the AMQP ones. Yep. So easy one there. If you want to use the Solace Spring Cloud Stream binders, you have to use the Solace APIs, Solace JMS APIs, not the AMQP JMS APIs. It's a different protocol. It doesn't work. Let's see here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I responded to this one. Yes, Kulideep, looking for help with Docker Desktop. Yeah, Windows 10 Home. If you're not on the most recent version of Windows, which is build 2004, you weren't allowed to install Docker Desktop on old Windows 10 Home. You had to have Pro. Yeah, there you go. So requires Windows 10 Pro upgrade or a more recent version of Home. So once you can get it updated, then you should be fine. I think that's what Paul Contract says here. Yes, WSL2. Yeah, so once you can get up to build 2004, then you can, yeah, here we go, Windows 2004. So I'm still waiting for 2004. Should be good. Yeah, then you can install WSL2, and that will run on Windows 10 Home, which will be awesome for people. Paul upgraded about a month ago. Oh, lucky guy. My work PC is not updated. Yeah, I have a feeling that Solace, so I've been waiting. So build, 2004 came out about a month and a half ago. And yeah, I'm still waiting for my work laptop, this laptop here, to be updated. And I have a feeling that because work controls my upgrades and things like that, they're probably might be delaying me. All right. Enable virtualization. Yeah, definitely need to enable virtualization in your BIOS. Yeah, we have to wait for 2004. Okay. Yeah, good old cloud, Solace Cloud. Yeah, we're both on the same. All right, Kulideep. Yeah, you and I are both waiting for this stuff. Yeah. So I think once Windows updates itself, I think that should be fine. You can install Docker Desktop. I wonder how expensive it is to upgrade to Windows Pro. Yeah, Windows 10 Pro. It's probably not worth it at this point, but just wait for that upgrade, or the new build. Here's one that I saw that I don't actually know the answer to. Tom looked into this, but didn't respond back. I have a feeling it's because it's a temporary queue. So this person was trying to replay using the JavaScript, replaying to a queue and having a problem with it. Error could not bind, consumer could not bind to the queue, ensure this queue exists. The fact that it's called TQ makes me a little bit suspicious that it's a temporary queue. And I don't know if that's the actual answer, so it'd be interesting to see if this comes up. So they had enabled replay on the VPN, which is great. I tried with the Java API, which is great. I'm able to replay on the exclusive queue. Non-exclusive queue getting an error. I didn't know that. Replay doesn't work on non-exclusive queues. Is that true? I didn't know that. Huh. There's too many new features coming out. Let's check that really quickly. Head over to docs.solace.com for all things. Let's search for replay, see what happens. Videos. No, let's not watch that. That's mine. Let us Replay on a queue. Let's see what it says here about exclusive versus non-exclusive. Blah, 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 blah. Create a replay log. Monitoring replay. Let's back all the way up here to the top. All the way to the top. Message replay configuration. Exclusive? Replaying to exclusive queues. Replaying to any exclusive queue isn't recommended. If it's used, it causes replay message save indefinitely. Okay. Replaying to temporary endpoints is not supported. Doesn't say anything about exclusive versus non-exclusive though. Kind of thought it did. I have to try this myself. Well, you know what? We can do it right now. We can test it right here. Why not? It really doesn't matter what type of client we're using. If it's based on the type of queue, it should matter what the type of queue is. I'm wondering if anybody out there knows. If anybody's watching, they can tell me. I also need to finish updating these access control profiles. I should just make a bus demo. I should just make a bus demo user and put all the things in there. I'll do that after. Okay, watch this. Let's go and how can we do this? Well, I don't want to mess up I'm not going to do it in my Solace Cloud account. So I'm going to SSH tunnel into the lab. That's what I'm going to do. I'll come back and do that later. So let us, boom, make a tunnel. And now, localhost 8081 for my tunnel. Nope. What? Oops. See if that works better. Ta-da! Ta-da-da! Replay. Replay is already configured, and I've already used up 30 meg of the 100 that I configured. Let's go make myself a new queue. Q9, we already have a non-exclusive queue. Let's just use that. Q9 is subscribed to nothing. Let's add a subscription to it. Test / non-x / greater than. There we go. X. There's my topic. So if my topic, the first two levels are test / non-x, non-exclusive, then it will land in this particular queue, right? Thinking about it. Okay. Now let's pop back over to, actually let's use the Try Me tab. So let's connect here. You know what? That's not going to work. And I don't know. Default. That work? Default. No. Nope. How about Aaron? Try that. Come on. Dang. Take a look. Importing. Oh, I'm not forwarding the web messaging port. Why would I do that? You know what we're going to do? We're going to stop this. We're going to add something to my little tunnel thing here. So we're adding a new one, which will allow us to do web messaging. Let's put you at the end. By the way, if people don't actually know what this is doing, I had to do some Googling to get the exact command syntax right, but you know, this allows me to basically tunnel into the lab where we have I SSH in through one particular server, and it allows me to open ports to a different server. So you can see this 42.35. This is my personal server, but I'm actually connecting into a different machine, and I'm exposing local ports. This is a local port, and this is the remote port on that particular host. Yeah, so it's pretty convenient. I can access my box at the office as if I'm doing it here. So local port 8008 is the new Solace web socket port. I'm going to leave it as port 80 that's the old school way of doing it. And I'm going to cat this one more time. And now I'm going to cut and paste this. Boom. And that should work. Who's out there to ask me questions? Man, oh man. I just want someone to come online and say, hey Aaron, I got a question for you. I got a Solace question. Please answer this live on air. I would love it. Just checking the old tweets there, see if anything's come up. Nah. My Solace colleagues. I wonder if any of them have anything to say. All right, is this still working? Let's see here. Just double check this. Yep. WebSocket port 008, localhost Aaron, password Aaron. That should work. What? Ugh. You're not complaining with me about mixed. Oh my God. Logging into the lab machine. Logging into the lab machine. Oh, it's going really fast. Obviously, I need to reboot this guy. He's looking a little. He looks like he's struggling. All right, we're gonna just check on the status of my Docker container. Make sure that it's configured the way I think it is. Oh, no, it's not working. That should work. Well, it's getting further than it was. It's giving me an error right away. So I got something slightly confused, slightly misconfigured there. Why is this going so slow? We need to upgrade this, eh? VMR 9.2. We're up to 9.6 now. Luckily, upgrading so the Solace, the PubSub Plus software broker, is so easy. You literally just shut it down. If your volumes are externalized, so all your config is external, your message pool is external, everything's external. You literally just have to shut down the container, create a new one with the same ports and the same kind of configuration and everything, and off you go. Wow, look at this. I think it's the hard drive on this thing is absolutely hosed. I think that's what it is. That's faster. Yeah, look at all this crap. blah, blah, blah. I wish someone out there who knows Linuxy things can tell me exactly what's wrong with my little mini server here, because I get this all the time. Anybody out there listening? Tell me what's wrong with this thing. What do I do? Is it the hard drive? How do I fix it? Do I have to make a new, get a new hard drive? It's just over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every 20 seconds or so. If you're out there, let me know. Please tell me how to fix this. This makes things run really, really slowly. All right, show service. Let's take a look at the ports that are all exposed for this particular guy. Oh, that's why, port 81. When I created this, I had a Nginx web server running on this at the same time, so that was taking up port 80. So I wanted to make my web messaging port 81. And this is why my port forwarding is not working. So very quickly, I should have remembered that. Where am I? Port 81, please. Let's just run the same command here. Port 81. This will now. Gosh, that was a lot of mucking about trying to get this to go. Yes. All right, we're going to publish to a topic. The topic is going to be test/nonx/ I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Persistent, please. Hello world. Publish that. Publish 2 and publish 3. So let's take a look. So we published some messages. Go away. I don't want that. Inside queue number Q9. We got some 3 messages. That is awesome. That is totally expected. Let's make a consumer. Actually, let's use the old try me here. So in the try me, we can now connect the subscriber. And here is where we're going to bind to a port to queue. We're going to bind to Q9. And we're going to see those 3 messages. There we are. Hello world, blah, 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 right? Awesome. Disconnect that guy. So now if we go back over to the queues, the Q9 is now empty. Now we are going to initiate a replay. Let's prove whether this works or not. All messages, go. Do it. Ah, there we are, 3 messages. So yeah, so non-exclusive queue. The non-exclusive queue works fine. This is why I'm thinking it's a temporary queue. So yeah, non-exclusive queue, come back over here, let's connect this guy. Rebind to that queue, Q9. Cleared my messages, right? Start the consumer, there they are again, 1, 2, and 3. So definitely not the fact that it's a non-exclusive queue. I am surprised at that. So I will comment on this and say, hey, I don't believe that is a limitation because we just did it here live on air. I'm going to link to this video. Maybe skip out some of the stuff where I took too long. So is it a temporary queue, right? I mean, looking at this queue name, TQ, I don't know. Let us make a temporary queue. How do we do that? Let's use SDK perf. Good old SDK perf. People don't know, it is a test tool. There's C versions, Java versions, .NET versions, MQTT versions, and it is used as a command line performance test tool. And yeah, that's fine. Super useful. All right, so client username is Aaron, client profile Aaron. I just want to double check that I can create endpoints because we need to be able to do that. The Aaron profile, add shared subscriptions. Here we are. Allow client to create endpoints. So this means we are allowed, this particular client can, if I connect with Aaron, then I can create an endpoint. So let's go into SDK perf And I forget all my commands, so -hm grep for temporary. Let's see here. There we go. Number of temporary queue endpoints. So -zip equals localhost. We've already ported port 5555, right? See? Port 5555 we've exposed. So that's the default port for our Solace native APIs. -cu is Aaron@Aaron. Password is Aaron. And we're going to do -tqe equals 1. So 1 queue endpoint. And we're going to do MD, which means dump, message dump. And now apparently we've connected and created that queue. So let's double check that. Head over to the queues. Boom, here it is. P. Okay, so that's what a temporary queue looks like. So it's not TQ. So this guy, this person, guy or girl, must have created this queue specifically, TQ. Message replay, HTML, JavaScript, web messaging API. Okay, then let's, you know what? Oh, that's right, I was already looking at this. So heading over to github.com/Solace samples, I've gone into the JavaScript samples. That's what this person was looking at. Click on source, click on features, and then let's zoom in here so we can see. Sorry about that. Message replay. Look at all the features that we can do now. Is there a line number with this error or anything like that? Blah, 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 blah. Is that the name of the queue? Do case sensitive? No. TQ doesn't exist. Okay. Where's the name of the queue? Maybe it's in the JS part, because that would make sense. HTML is just for the HTML stuff. Queue name. Queue name gets passed in by HTML. Okay. You know what? 20 bucks says it's a prompt. Queue name. Nope. Dang. Name. Tries to create a tutorial/queue. Username, blah, 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 blah. So maybe they changed the name of this and tried to do something. But still, this particular error message could not bind. Ensure this queue exists. Man, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do it. Watch it. Let's do it. Let's do it all together. I'm going to download this zip file. And we're going to open it. We're going to use command prompt because we're going to pretend we're on Windows. Like my font, I found that special to make it look like old school DOSy DOS. dir/date. Solace samples. Okay. Except I need to unzip it. So we're actually going to use my Ubuntu shell to unzip it. ls Solace samples Java script. Okay, so we don't have a directory. We haven't unzipped this before. So unzip Solace samples JavaScript. Blah 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 blah. Perfect. There we go. Now we've unzipped it. Here we go. Features. Let's run it. Go back to my browser. Click on this. Open location. Downloads. This one. Source. Features. Replay. All right, so ws:// localhost port 808 Aaron connect. Did that connect? Failed. Uncaused. Solace not defined. On load. Message replay. Huh? Really? Oh, I probably need to copy the freaking libs in. Lib sol client. Oh, that looks right. Dir / / lib. Lib. It's only 2 dots. What? What's going on here? You know what? I bet you if I read the README, it'll probably say you have to copy in some lib files or something. Am I right? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we gotta do that and put it in /lib. I think there's still one too many .. backslashes though. I really do. Okay, so do I actually have it downloaded? ls sol client. What do I have? .NET JC .NET this one. Okay, cd sol client sol. Let me zoom in a bit here so people can see. Sol client JS. Nope. Unzip sol client JS. This is what we want. Okay, so let us cp sol client debug to Solace samples JavaScript. Yeah, all right. Vector lib, was it? Is it lib or libs? Lib or lib? Lib. Move sol client blah 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 to lib. Okay, now if we refresh this, it still won't work because it's still going to ... Too many ... right? Oh, no, now it works. 1, 2, oh no, that is right. Message replay, features, source, then lib. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Get rid of the console here. Go away, console. Local host. Right. My setup. Connect. Oh, come on. ws:// connect. Done. Ready to start the replay. Oh, that's great. So what queue am I bound to, if any? First of all, let me just stop this guy, which means that the temporary queue disappears. Okay, so now I should have me just turn this off. Let me turn everything off. Disconnect, disconnect, get rid of all these guys. Queues, refresh. So as of right now, yeah, we've deleted all. Okay, so no consumers on any of the queues I have, but this guy is trying to connect to something called tutorial queue, right? So which queue is he connected to? That's the weird thing. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to modify the file and make it point to our Q9 because it's a non-exclusive queue. That's what we want to try out, right? Source. JavaScript. Features. Message replay. Message replay.html. Tutorial. Queue. This is where we're going to rename this to Q9. Q9. So I'm not familiar with this specific thing here, but if I refresh this now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. WS localhost, Aaron, connect, it is connected. There we go. Okay. Interesting. I did not know that. There you go. I don't know something. Q9. Nobody's bound to it. Thing is, replay is allowed on a non-exclusive queue because we did a replay. So maybe it's just this particular, it's either the particular app or it's some interaction with the JavaScript functionality. JavaScript, can JavaScript work with non-exclusive queues? I don't know. Let's just quickly check that. This is how I go debugging things. Sorry that if it's boring for other people, but hopefully at least one person will get a kick out of this. That I'm trying to figure out their issue. I wish I was more up to date on all the different APIs and everything. JavaScript API features blah 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 doesn't support. Well, looks like it should support non-exclusive. That's good. Nothing about that specifically. Okay. Maybe it's specifically the replay capabilities of the JavaScript API. I don't know. There's a couple things I need to check here. Where is the issue? Well, it's just as a test. Let's make it talk to Q1. Q1, no, maybe not Q1. It's Q0. Let's pick an exclusive queue that's empty. Here we go. New queue. Queue new. Queue new. Queue underscore new. And just verify it's configured and allowed. Yep, okay. Let's use Q new in our example instead. Let's modify this to Q new. And let's go and restart. Copy this, refresh. All right. Aaron. Too bad they didn't include a field for the queue name here. Like, why not? You can just, you don't have to go edit the thing. Consumer into queue new is ready to connect. Here we go, successfully connected. We should be able to see. Are you telling me the truth? Are you actually bound to this queue? No, you're not bound to the queue. So no consumers, but we should actually be able to see the Solace client, right? There he is. So we are connected. We're connected but not bound to the queue, which I guess is fine. So let's see what happens. What happens when we start this thing? Go. Oh, now there's a queue. Oh, okay, look at that. I don't know what this demo is supposed to show us. I'm assuming we're supposed to have data already in the queue, right? Why wouldn't it be self-contained? It's a little bit strange, man. Yeah, so I think specifically it's something about non-exclusive queues and the JavaScript API. I think that's what the problem is. I haven't tried using the Java API or like one of our other ones to initiate a replay, but you can initiate a replay through the broker, right? So if you're still watching at this point, always remember that the admin, if you have access to the admin console, you're able to create queues and all this kind of stuff, you can always initiate replays through here as well. So just as an example, here's our queue. We still have our consumer bound to it, right? Queue new here. Let's go ahead and use the good old try me. It's still created with the stuff. Yes, it is. We'll publish directly into that queue. Not best practices, but that's all right. We'll just do it this way. Hello world. Publish a message. We should, I assume, see it here, right? So we published into this queue, and the queue received it. Best practices. You know what? Tell you what. I should always strive to show best practices. So let's add a subscription here. Test Aaron greater than. So any topic that starts with test/Aaron will end up in this queue here. So now, when we do my try me, instead of publishing to a queue, we're going to publish to a topic. Test Aaron, hello world. Here's my topic. /July 21. Why not? Publish that. And we can see that indeed, without changing the consumer at all, it gets this message as well. Because we're modifying the queue in the broker, the consumer can receive a variety of different data. Now I'm going to try doing this initiate replay, and I have a feeling, at least I'm hoping, that we'll see messages 1 and 2 here again. So let's do that. Go. Already started consumer for thing. Stop the consumer first. Stop. Disconnected. Initiate replay. Yes. That's cool. Okay. So the way that replay works for an API is it disconnects the consumer. It disconnects. You have to disconnect from the queue, then start the replay, then reconnect. It's basically to kind of indicate to the broker that something's going to happen. I believe there's a new feature coming out that it'll actually initiate a replay to a client without unbinding them from the queue, and so that could be interesting. But I want to try 1 or 2 more things here. So we've got our 2 new messages. If we look back over here on the queues, give a refresh. Queue new still has 0 messages in it. Now, rather than doing it through here, yeah, watch this. Watch this. What if we go back to the basic samples and we look at, we go to the queue producer. No, I want queue consumer. And I want to know what queue are you binding to? I guess it's another tutorial queue. Yeah, it is. So watch this. Here, we're going to change this to Q9, right? That was the name of our non-exclusive queue. And I'm going to run this sample. You know what, I'm just going to browse for it because I can't be bothered. Basic samples, Q consumer, HTML, Go, yes, WebSocket, localhost, Aaron, connect, consume. All right, so now we're listening to Q9, and if you remember correctly, Q9 was our non-exclusive queue. Check that out, right? Also subscribe to the topic, test non-X greater than. So here, non-X, hello world. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to publish one message into that. Boom. Published. Excellent. And did you receive it? Yes, you did. Q9 received that message. Excellent. And now, I don't know what I just did there. Now we're going to initiate a replay. So if trying to do the replay through here, that didn't work, right? We got an error saying it was something about non-exclusive queue. But I want to test if we can do a admin initiated replay. So go over to replay. No, sorry, go over to queues. Give this a refresh. We can see that Q9 here still has our bound consumer, one consumer. That's our web app. You can actually dig into that, right? If you really want to. Check out the consumers tab. You can see that, yep, it's that particular guy. You can get some more information about it. All this information, delivery counts, how many messages they've received. All of these stats are tracked, for every queue, all the time for all the brokers. There's no debug that you need to enable. It really gives you a lot of visibility into the brokers working. Okay, so we're going to initiate a replay on this queue. So start a replay from the last 5 minutes, let's say. Let's see what happens. So the consumer stayed bound. There it is. There's the message again. Yes. Okay, so that proves you that you can actually do a replay on a non-exclusive queue using the JavaScript consumer, but you can't initiate a replay request from the API specifically. So yeah, there we go. Learn something new. I'm going to do some other checking around to see why replay from a non-exclusive to a non-exclusive queue through the API is not allowed. But if you really want to do a replay to a non-exclusive queue, you can do it using the GUI, the PubSub Plus manager, and initiate it through that. So highlight, choose your queue, go up to action here, tell it to start a replay, off you go, and your applications will receive it. One last quick check. You'll notice, I noticed that it looked like it didn't. I'm not sure if it stayed bound to the queue, or if it disconnected and then reconnected. That's something I don't know for sure. Didn't see any. There's no logs here on the console, so I'm wondering if it stayed connected. And I'm wondering if this guy, he's still connected to queue new. I wonder what happens if we initiate a replay for him. So that's an exclusive queue. Let's start a replay for him. Let's rewind, I don't know, just a few minutes. There we go, 10, 15 minutes or so. Start a replay. Boom, so there's 2 messages in there, refresh, 0 messages, 1 bound consumer, so he reconnected, and there is the last 2 messages. Very cool. All right, well, that is it for me. I am going to sign off. Thanks for watching, anybody who's watching. Tune in next week, Tuesday, noon Singapore time, midnight New York, Ottawa time. Ask me some questions. Come check us out on Solace community, and thanks a lot. See you later, all right? Bye-bye.